Hey there, and welcome back to Inkbound, the new roguelike action strategy game by Shiny Shoe. Alright, so we're back at it again. This is going to be a giveaway video, but I do want to point out this is technically the last Scribbles code that I have. So I'm going to need to think for a little bit. I've been mentioning this a few times. These videos get roughly half overall of the views of Monster Train. I do like the diversity. I think that's fun. I enjoy playing, two different games instead of just one game. So there's that. I'm a big fan of. And I frankly am enjoying Inkbound quite a bit. It's a fun game to play. It's enjoyable. So I think my general opinion is as long as I'm enjoying it, I might make content for it. As long as I'm not going to give up Monster Train ever because I enjoy that game simply too much to stop. But in general, I think mixing it up a bit is nice. I might run out of Scribbles codes though, and I do know that those are bringing in some viewers to the channel, which is cool. So I might have to reach out and find more, get more from somewhere. I don't know if that's possible. We'll have to see. I'll have to reach out to the community manager and figure it out. But for the time being, as far as I'm aware, this is my current last Scribbles code. So the idea of how I will do that is at some point during this run, based on how it goes, I will choose a keyword and you will have to use that keyword in a sentence in a comment on the video. The idea being that I will tell you the keyword after the run is over and then you can figure it out from there. So it's kind of to encourage people to watch the whole episode, but obviously once you figure out the trick, you can kind of just skip around. It's fine. I don't mind all that much, but that's kind of the goal. After that, you would need to simply prove to me, but I do this by Discord messages, but you would send me a Discord message proving that you are who you say you are on Discord, and I'll send you the code there. So that's kind of the idea. Today we're doing a Mosscloak run, my least favorite class, but I do think it's still good. When I say that I think it's the weakest class, that doesn't really mean it's bad. This is not something like Monster Train, where Umbra is so far behind the other clans, In this particular game, instead what we're dealing with is they're all very close, and I think Mosscloak is maybe narrowly behind in certain ways. So anyway, though, I think that's it. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get in on it. Our previous run was with Magma Miners, pretty good. I did want to at least show off Mr. Scribbles before we get into the run. Here you go. Look at this cat. That's the cat you can win. Right there, Mr. Cat running around in circles. Incredible news. We love to see it. But yeah, our previous run was with, what's it called? Magma Miner. It was pretty darn good. It was the first time I've had an opportunity to really go ham with Shattered Will, which I found to be, honestly, nuts. I think with a couple malformed tracings and some other sources of, what is that, Shattered Will, I think you could do some serious damage. Okay, last combat was with Cinder. Spiked or dodge, it would have been fine. I think it's going to be Shadow of Runestone. Our only loss recently really put into perspective why Argolath gets so much stronger on Inkbound difficulty. I think he's a viable boss to take. You shouldn't skip him necessarily, but I think it is acknowledged when you take him that you're facing a harder boss. You are dealing with a step up. You need more damage. You need more survivability. I think classes like Obelisk stand a better chance. My Clairvoyant run did get pretty much slammed by it, and I simply ran out of options. Granted, I think part of that was Glass Cannon's fault, but it was also an important part of my offense, so it's hard to say. I certainly don't think I would have struggled nearly as much on Cinder or Runestone. But anyway, I think the better run quest here is 25k damage into Runestone. Seems good to me. Let's do it. Alright, let's see what we're shown today. Gonna be hard to skip Whistle. I don't have a great source for it. Poison, range, a lot of poison there. Interesting. Deceitful Runes is surprisingly good, right? Because you ever notice, by the way, the interior says, in the Inkbound language, it says sus, and then these are all little little guys. Imposters. Oh my gosh, it's all sus to me. But anyway, I don't know. I think Harmonizing Whistle is the right pick here, and then I look for a magic binding to hopefully proc this, because it's still really good, and it's much better, in my opinion, than the alternatives here. One of the interesting things about the Harmonizing Whistle, in my opinion, is it gives one ability power, which is really good for its ability. It could just straight not have a stat buff on it, and I would still think Harmonizing Whistle is nuts. Yeah, we're not going to be gaining spikes. I'm not doing Beat of Metal. I don't think Deceitful Runes is it. If I had maybe Weaver or some other opening benefit spell that benefited from Hex, I think I would go for it. But we're going to take the Whistle. And then over here, it's tough. I think the most currently impactful is probably Distant Flurry. I do really like having some poison in my build, though. Let's go for Poison Throw. Some damage over time is very helpful into a number of very scary enemies. We're going to take Shimmering Barricade. I think it's going to be correct here. Wit Thief is horrible. Final Chapters is doom. Yeah, pretty much. Having some damage over time is great, because it means that enemies like Team Captain Burrowers or whatever are not nearly as threatening. Well, they're threatening, but they don't ruin your run, yeah? That's kind of the point I make. Ooh, a purple potion. What is that? Ah, it's the bad one. I was going to say it might be the full heal potion, but unfortunately it is not. Okay, let's work a little bit here. Do as much damage as I think we can. Hitting them. I'm gonna take the orb here. I do think it is. I just straight killed them both. Incredible. With that crit roll. I mean, this is the advantage of Mosscloak, right? The ability to do that is impressive, in my opinion. This is not something that other classes are able to do so effectively, which is just basically win the combat almost immediately. It's very front-loaded in that respect, which is great. It's one of the strengths of the class, I think. The downside, and I think the biggest downside in my opinion, just simply enough, is poison damage, is the lack of defense baked into it, right? Yeah, let's go Poison Dash. I think that's fine. We can inflict a little bit of extra poison here, and then I'll just take the poison damage buff here. That's good. That's a nice direction, leaning a little bit on poison here for this particular Mosscloak run. Remember, I am looking for a magic buff here. Yeah, Poison Vapor is the high roll, right? Incredible. I use any of my physical bindings, and then we toss Poison Vapor. Well, hey, it looks like a poison run. And then as soon as I hit Poison Vapor, every time I touch this, I get the Harmonizing Whistle proc, which is going to be outrageous. So I think we're in a very good position for this run out of the gate, which is what I like to see. This is kind of what you hope for with Mosscloak, in my opinion. Yeah, okay, here we go. So I need to... I'm going to try my hardest to... Ooh, these guys have Ink Drain. I do not like Ink Drain. We're going to try our hardest to wreck enemies. I'm going to see if I can get all three here. Incredible. Which lets me take the orb. I could take this 3 damage. Does Marked go away at the end of the turn? On turn end, lose all stacks. Yeah, so I think the right play here is to... I don't think there is a wiggle out here. No, there's not. I'm just going to trade the 3 here. I'm pretty confident. That is going to be my play. Is there a... I could have sworn I saw one there. There is a 0? Where is... Oh my gosh, how did I find that? Alright, in this particular case, I am just going to save my flurry then and attack. Excellent. Wow, I can't believe that exists. Cool. Now, our goal is attack, attack, wiggle, get the jump, purge over here. We are going to kill... Yeah, we kill these dudes. I poison up, which does kill the ink pot. And I take one hit and I'm okay with it. Getting the ink pot like that is incredible news. It's just great. We're going to make sure we kill a bunch of guys. I want to grab the orb now. I want to kill the ink drain guy. I will happily trade otherwise. Yeah, we're going to take another 4. These are all trades that I'm willing to do in order to avoid ink drain, and I think that's okay. This is incredible. The Poison Vapor activating Harmonizing Whistle is a ridiculous high roll. I'm a huge fan of that. 2 physical power is actually pretty good here because you have to remember that I am mostly physical. So that's pretty good. More poison. 8 stacks of poison by dashing through them. I don't hate Critical Flurry. I guess I was kind of hoping for one of the Poison Vapor upgrades. I am going to take the 2 physical power here. I think that's good. It does add a lot of damage to my offensive skills, which I'm a fan of. I'm going to take Poison Dash. Again, 8 poison on a dash is not bad. I kind of don't want these. Yikes. Well, I could just skip them, right? Go to the refuge and then come back. None of these really help me is the problem, and they take up important slots. Like, Sharp Throw is fine, but your one skill has the best upgrades, in my opinion, since you're using it the most. And so you want to get the better ones on it. Taking 1 is fine. Like, I would take Poison Dash or Sharp Throw if they were the first things in the slots, but I'm not going to fill a second slot here. I guess I should take Critical Flurry. This might actually be okay. All right, fine. Fine. We'll go to the shop because I have 500 gold to spend. See what we hit. Oh, baby, Trader's Dagger. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to buy Trader's Dagger. Great news. On critting, inflict 10 stacks of poison. Now, you know, Steady Tortoise, this is just a shield every turn, and then also gives me Shattered Will. This is a great lean. I love that. I actually really like this ability. I'm going to take that too. We're going to re-roll now. Spicy. Unic Charge. How do I feel about Unic Charge? Every orb is an ability power. That's scaling, right? That is pretty good. I debate it just because it's not the fastest, right? It's kind of slow, but it is scaling. It's damage that I gain over time, which is good. I should take it when it's shown. I think this is good enough, right? We'll take that. All right, then I'm going to sit on the rest of this. And I think we're going to take the Superior Vault here. Yeah, we definitely take the hard combat. I'm looking for... Ooh, health. Nice. I'm looking for pretty much anything in support of either crit or poison at this stage. Because... yeah. Right, like there's the magic. And everything is already dying. What? What do you mean everything is already dying? Okay, I mean, we just sit here, right? There's no reason... I guess we should proc the Harmonizing Whistle. So here, I'll proc the Harmonizing Whistle. Great job. We did it. Excellent. And then I just sit on this will for next turn. They all die. That's really strong. Now, we did roll Empowered Phasing on the Needles, which is, I will say, not ideal. Can I hit them both? Ooh, there has to be a both option here. I'm pretty sure. There is. Okay. Now, the question is there a both on the flurry? And I don't think there is. Man, it's close. Let's see, there's gotta be a pixel. Give me the pixel. Oh, wait, there is. The pixel exists. Look at me go. Incredible news. And then we just shoot the other guy. We take the orb. And I think we just walk out of this damage. There's no reason to take 3 there. This guy's not threatening us. So, you can see it's kind of far away, but I'm going to lead up front with poison that kills these other friends. Then I simply am jumping and shooting this guy to death. So I take 0. I sit on this orb. Cool. Very good. So I'm going to dash, and I think we just end them all. There's no reason to stall here. Cool. Very good. Great, in fact. Shining Circlet. I actually don't I kind of want to do the collect orb nonsense. This means I could basically spam poison vapor. I actually also think I have a quest for this, right? Let me look. Yeah, look at this. Pick up orbs with Shining Circlet in a single run. My goodness, it's actually good here too. Amazing. We'll take it. I didn't even look at the other stuff, but it's worth it. Crit damage. It's okay. Wider area of effect is one of my favorite upgrades for poison vapor, so I am going to take it. Although I am giving up shielding dash, which, let me admit, this is really good, but widespread vapor is just so strong. I could take the crit damage here. I mean, you may as well. It's something. I don't need this health that badly. Yeah, it's fine. It's not worth a reroll on a common, so we'll move on and hope for the best. Fish. Take the Crimson Quillfish. Absolutely happy to have it. Incendiary Cleave. Usually what I'm looking for in this second slot here is something defensive because hashtag Mosscloak things. And when you consider the fact that I can spam Poison Vapor between Shining Circlet and Harmonizing Whistle, I don't think I need more offense. I'm going to re-roll that. Blink? Blink is pretty good, right? It can also, extracting Blink can give me orbs, which proc all of my things much faster. Gives me good positioning. I'll take Blink. Prevents me from having to re-roll this. Yeah, I think that's a good take. Now, also, there's a potion here. What is this potion? It's a barrier potion. I'm going to eat the Quillfish, take the potion. We have 230. Sadly, that means unless I hit some money, I can't take this Binding Empowerment. I think I am going to do this anyway. I'll earn at least 19 gold here. 19 quillings somewhere. Yeah, I'll get the 19 quillings from fighting the final boss. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, I get shielding dash anyway. Great, in fact, I will take that. Cool, and I can't take the rare binding right now, but that's okay. At least I'll get 19 from this boss, which I'm happy about. I think that's guaranteed. We should crush this guy, right? I don't really see how this doesn't. By the way, behold the power of widespread AoE. This attack, when these enemies, these jabbers, spread out so much, is terrifying. It is so scary. Now I am going to stop some of this damage up front. It is worth it to do it. I'm going to take the orb here. Whew, very powerful. I'm then going to teleport closer to the boss. I maybe should have gone a different direction here, but I can still get both of them. Yeah, it's actually fine. And I could trade 1 health here in exchange for even more poison. But what I want to do is I've already triggered. Is Harmonizing Whistle once per turn? Maybe not. No, it's straight up multiple times per turn. That's crazy. I'll take 3 for this. That's a nonsense amount of damage to have dealt on that turn. So, in fact, very powerful. Take the orb for sure, because it lets me poison again, which is an immediate phase here, actually, which is very cool. I dash to avoid some damage here, and I sit on my other abilities. Yeah. Oh, interesting. That's right. I can just use the teleport and it reduces everything's cooldown because Harmonizing Whistle. Actually kind of crazy. Cool. Well, I take 2 more damage, but that's okay because I straight up phase here. And my plan is to dash through up top. We're going to shoot them. Yeah, our goal here is to kill bad guys. I'm going to attack to take a shot. It's fine. I am going to... Well, it's probably better to do this. I do get the harmonizing whistle here. Great news. Which lets me get a kill with the poison vapor's raw damage and get a poison pack out, which is great. I'm taking 3. You can see I am trading health here, and this is the challenge that I'm dealing with right now is, okay, great, but, so like, yes, I am doing a good job, I suppose, but also we need to be a little conscientious of the fact that we're not actually doing that well right now, right? Okay, we are getting the kill here, which is pretty incredible. I'm not even going to mess around with this. Just press and turn, man is dead. That's a very strong play. We will happily take that. We're very offensive, but you see we're just bleeding health. I need something here. I did get the money I wanted, so 1 stack of evasive is probably it on evasive dash. Oh, hidden additional time is pretty good though, because it applies that poison twice. Ricochet or sharpshoot is what we see there. I am going to run back and see what I can purchase for 250. We'll see what we get here. Up here we get on kill, gain 1 shuriken. That's weak. Both of those up there take a 2 glyph reroll, so I could reroll this. Poison flurry's not terrible. Full cost discount is okay. I'm going to spin this actually. Yeah, plus 10 stacks of poison is almost certainly stronger. Reduce the will cost of a random binding by 1 is actually pretty good too. Especially when I can harmonizing whistle and make things free and then do some silly stuff. I do think just 10 more poison is kinda nuts though, so we're gonna take that. That's a huge offensive buff, which I'm a big fan of. Now, I'm not gonna reroll the augment of binding. Ricochet is pretty cool, right? Because the enhanced... I really like Ricochet here. And I can hit twice, which is pretty good, right? It's pretty good. I got the hit twice augment, which is excellent. I think it's gotta be evasive dash, though. I mean, I think it has to be. I think this is objectively necessary. You see, my defense is my biggest struggle right now, so I'm going to take the stack of evasive here. We're going to be happy with that. Ricochet is good. It's really good. Is it good enough, though? It might be. I don't necessarily need the poison one that, like, apply a bunch of poison. Like, that's good, but I don't need that. Ricochet is solid pick. If I re-roll this, I could see some bad stuff, I suppose. Like, the worst roll here would be a Blink Ascension, because the Blink Ascensions are not that impressive. The other ones would all be functional. I like the bounce a lot. This is going to guarantee a lot of hits. This is early on enough. I think I'm going to take Ricochet. I think it's good enough for this run. And because I have the Trader's Dagger, I'm happy if this rolls crits. So let's move on from this. We're happy with this. I'm good with that. We're about halfway through our run quest as well, which is nice. I do get some healing here, which will offset some of this. 4 physical power is going to be hard to skip. Yeah, that's going to happen. 4 physical power is a lot of bonus damage to everything, which is great. Heavy pockets almost certainly here, right? Yeah, heavy pockets, for sure. The other ones are all scarier. You know, the truth is, heavy pockets, despite the fact that I pick it so bloody often, it's not actually, like, that great. I want money. Money is very good here for me. I don't really need to dig for vaults, so I'm going to take the Quilling Cache. Yeah, heavy pockets does have a direct cost to you, but at the same time, I'm okay with it, right? This elemental ale is always kind of, like, trashy. I'm just going to take the Mercurial Elixir here and give up that ale. I could try to use it in this combat, but truthfully, I mean, I may as well, right? This is me going, I should optimize. All right. Here we go. Elemental Ale. If I wanted to get really finicky, I could drag that thing all the way up here, but I'm not going to. Okay. Our goal is just hit Elemental Ale on this turn and go nuts. Cool. Great work, in fact. I can shoot this guy here, which kills him. I can shoot this guy over here, which does that kill. I am going to take the... I'm going to blink first, which procs. Then I'm going to... Can I hit him with that? Ah, shame. I am going to blink again. Hit him with more poison. Look at that. We did it. Amazing, so much damage. I inflicted 15 burn for no real reason. It's not even that good, which is the crazy thing. Right? You look at that and you go, oh yeah, and then it's just, okay, well, why? Why, indeed. I did get a stack of evasive, which is nice. I am going to proc Harmonizing Whistle here. Yes, I think Harmonizing Whistle is important. Can I kill this guy? I don't think so. So let's just blink for the whistle. Attack to break the poison or the barrier. We're going to do a big poison swing here. I may as well dash through this goon to reduce my damage a little bit further, and we chill, right? I take a little bit of damage, but we get it. It's okay. I do get... Oh, I just clear this out with... Yeah, okay, fine. I just attack the enemy and he dies. Great job. A lot of money equipped. Good. Earned, rather. Magic damage is fine. I don't mind it. Range increased to max. Quickened Vapor. Quickened Vapor is silly, actually. We have so many cooldown reducers between Harmonizing Whistle and Shining Circlet that I think we can just spam this. Which is really strong, as it turns out. It's better than the others as well. Yeah, we'll take it. I am going to grab Magic Power. It benefits poison, so I may as well take it. I did use that stupid potion that did very little of anything for me, so I am just going to go and grab the other one. And we will move on from there. Cool. I have enough money for another Binding Empowerment if I feel like it. Spending some money would be nice here. I'd really like to spend it on a Carver is the thing. Spending my money now, I could wait on the Heavy Pockets. The thing is, I only have so many upgrades remaining. It's Ricochet, Flurry. I guess I have Blink. I could get something good. No, alright, we'll go to the Binding Empowerment. I think that's strong. Yeah, we'll do that. Uncommon gives me... On hitting an enemy not inflicted with poison, inflict 6 stacks of poison. Otherwise, inflict 2 stacks. I mean, more poison is a pretty good payout for this. We'll see what the uncommon is. Yeah, I'm going to take Critical Throw, right? Because crits proc Trader's Dagger in a big way, and I already have a high damage, actually, for this. This makes this a, what is this, 15 crit chance, 23, so 31% crit chance. We'll take Critical Throw. Yeah, that's nice. That is good. Now, I could reroll this, but I'd like to save my 2. I don't really care about Flurry all that much. I may as well take the free Shuriken, though. It does add damage, right? Yeah, it does add damage. Quicken Blink is actually also pretty good. It means that every time I trigger Harmonizing Whistle, I can do it again. The nice thing about this is that I can essentially trade Will for cooldown. I think I should grab that. That's pretty strong. I am going to take the Rare Combat just because a Rare Augment is more along the lines of what I want here. I don't really need the glyphs, but that's okay. We'll get by. By the way, I haven't mentioned it, but this turtle has done a great job so far. This turtle has done excellent. Potion of Power. All right, try to use the Mercurial, I guess, this combat. I think, yeah, this. I was going to say I'm pretty sure this is Treasure Pot combat. Hit everyone with poison. Kill all the guys. Great news. Take the orb, which lets me use poison again, which is incredible news. I am going to now charge. Ran out of Ember? What? I guess I should have used the blink instead, huh? Cool, whatever. Huzzah! I did it. I clicked the button anyway. It's fine. I dealt a ton of damage there, so we're actually okay. Yeah, let's do more poison nonsense. The cool thing about the poison is that it applies even if I proc phased. I am taking a truckload of damage here because of the phased empowerment on this guy in the back. I'd like to not hit him again on this turn if I can avoid it, right? That would be ideal. Let's take the orb here. I'm going to jump away. My goal here is... yeah, hit these guys. Which procs another poison. This is team captain, sadly, is the only real concern I'm seeing. We are getting the kill. I'm going to eat the barrier potion here. This is a 9 that I can avoid. I think this is good. It's the best use of barrier potion I can think of. We'll take it. Oof, team captain. Level up. Something happened. Incredible. Do a teleport. And attack the bad guys. Use poison ability. Okay. Attack more bad guys. Orb. Walk out of the big AoE here. I'm taking an astronomical amount of damage here, which is just not good. That guy in the back is doing 48. This is a lot of damage. And this is the big... I'm killing everything, but I'm taking 23. Oof. I guess it's okay. We needed to do better, but that inky orb nonsense, everything there was causing some problems. I get some glyphs. What's my claim rewards going to be? Oof, they're all terrible. They're all really bad. I'm going to take Nim's Oath simply because dazed is damage reduction. And I need that, so fair enough. I'm going to restore 12 health there, almost certainly. Another critical throw. That's a lot of damage I can get. I'm down for this. Double critical throw here is big. That's pretty cool. And then we're taking health because I need it. And I need to go, grab that potion. I talked about this. Potion of power, good. Yeah, that was a spicy turn. I needed to do a little better there, defensively at least. I'm going to be thinking a lot about how to avoid dying there. I'm going to reroll. I don't really think I need the Toxify or Putrefy. I mean, then deal poison damage, right? Putrefy is so small of an area, though. I like the big AoE here. The in a distant area is a big trap, in my opinion. Let's re-roll this. Okay, I got Barrage. So Flurry says, Poison Outburst. Well, I think that's fine. Sure, I'll take Poison Outburst. It's not incredible, but it's at least something, right? It's less front-loaded damage. Huh. Could re-roll this again, but I'm likely to see Blink's upgrades. It's going to be... Poison Outburst is going to be very strong here, but I am very physical as well, and I do have the crit chance on this. I'm just eyeballing Relentless Barrage and thinking, is this worthwhile? I don't think it is, actually. Let's take Poison Outburst. I do need to keep some things physical. This is converting it to magic. Remember, that is causing challenges with harmonizing whistle activity. But I don't think Flurry is the big payout here anyway, so let's Poison Outburst and move on. And go to the Carver's Refuge because I need to see if I can get defense. Oh, Helmet Crab. I'm going to hold on to Helmet Crab as long as I can. He's really good. Ringleader's hat is strong. I like that. Lion's Share, I'm looking at this. On defeating an enemy, gain Shattered Will. I do have the tortoise, right? I do have the tortoise. I'm going to buy the hat. Every little bit of shielding is going to matter here, and I think this is just free will. And I will re-roll this. Unearthed Relic. Ooh, but Steel Brella is really strong here. That's 2 shield a turn. Guaranteed, pretty much. It's too bad I can't buy them both. Good grief. That is 2 shield a turn. That's pretty excellent. Mercurial Elixir. I actually think the Mercurial Elixir is stronger than the Potion of Power for this upcoming boss. I can just do that to pop Poison Vapor twice. Steel Brella is pretty darn good. But I actually really like Unearthed Relic as well. Whenever I dash through things, I gain ability power for that turn. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to take the Steel Brella first, though. I mean, the thing is that if I buy this, it's just replacing Steady Tortoise. I do get an extra shield out of this. I'm going to do this. I think this is an immediate value that I really appreciate. Goodbye, Tortoise. I'm a big fan. Now, unfortunately, the second I click up here, I lose potion stuff. I'm going to take the Potion of Power, actually. This lets me be a little more front-loaded. I could heal here. Not a bad idea. Ooh, I could get money. Money is pretty good for me here, actually. Yeah, actually. Let me grab money now that I'm looking at it. I can come back and buy stuff, which means that if I do that, I can still get the Unearthed Relic as well. And what do I replace? Good question. It's a very good question. What do you drop in that particular case? Let's not take these two because it might put me over the heavy pockets threshold. I'll have to think about that if I'm going to purchase that or not. It might actually be the healing that I purchase, though. Team captain, no, you can't give me the team captains. I hate team captain. That's a lot of damage I just dealt, though. Good grief. I do wish to dash because it gives me evasion. And everything is dying. So here's what I can also do. And this is going to be weird, but I can then teleport and dash again. Which the reason I'm doing this is for the evasives. So I take zeros. Good. Then they all die. And then we basically finish the combat. Right? Sadly, I'm not rolling the crits here, but... And then it's... Truthfully, I just hit this guy and then back out, and we are chilling. I hit end turn, I take zeros. Cool. This is a non-hard combat, so they don't stand much of a chance at all, which is honestly okay with me. And then just teleport here, and it's over. Great work. Incredible news. We did it. Amazing. Very fast combat. Now, it's like, unfortunately, that wasn't a hard combat, but I think the money provides a lot more value overall. Ability power, I think it's actually poison damage. Ooh, ability power, though. It's everything. I think it's ability power, actually. Shuriken does obnoxious amounts of damage. I can do better, right? Range increased to max. Let's just spin this and see what we get. Yeah, I'll gain a Shuriken. I think more Shuriken generation is kind of what I was hoping for. Cool. And then I think it actually is ability power here, because I am benefiting a lot from physical damage, which I actually think is great. Poison damage, though, is very strong here. I don't have much of it. It's true, I don't have much of it. Adding 2 is a good number. It's a good chunk to add. I think ability power adds to everything, and I'm happy about it, though. Now let's also take these items that I skipped. Okay, that's more money. Let's see what's coming up real quick before I make a call. It's a shop, right? Yeah, it's of course a shop. So we'll go back and look and make sure that we're happy skipping this previous shop because this doorway is going to go away. Unearthed relic. What would I take this over? The consideration is taking this over Nim's Oath, really, I think. I think so. Dazed is really good. 30% less damage is nice, but at the same time, you can kill things much faster with this. I think Unearthed Relic is going to be the end game plan, maybe. Maybe. Don't know. That's a tough call. I have another quest with Shining Circlet. Pick up 3 orbs in a turn. That pretty much only can happen as if I have the leaky pen, right? Generate a second orb. Or I guess it can also actually happen with if I generate an orb with blink. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. That's good. I should track that so I actually know what to do with it. I need 3 more orbs. The first one, it's fine. Track that. Okay, cool. So 3 orbs so I don't forget. I think we save. I don't know. I don't think that Unearthed Art Relic is going to win the run for me. It's not bad, but we're going to move on. We'll see. What do I get today? Blessed Brickstones. Well, that's an option for sure. I think I saved my money here. As much as it bothers me to have the Heavy Pockets proc, saving this money lets me buy a purple later on, and there are purples that can do a lot for me. I don't think they're good, but they're not incredible. And I'm okay without the healing. Let's move on. Yeah, let's move on. We're okay. Alright, I think we Sandblast Nim, as long as I can kill all the enemies. Like, I'm dying on this turn because I'm just taking 5 million damage, I suppose. But I can do some big evade frames, which I think are good. Cool. Shoot them. Shoot them. Great. Don't over-proc him on his Inky Might. I think we can... How much damage is he taking? Not enough. So if I take the orb and then teleport. I was trying to get out, but it got stuck in his hitbox. All right, we'll stand next to him. Fine. Okay. We're trying to reduce the damage we're taking from him by as much as physically possible, and despite the fact that it is a little tough. So dash through 3 enemies is good for shield stuff. I'm going to take the jump, take the orb. I am on the clock. I need to kill these 3 guys up here and then do more poison on the boss here. How many shurikens do I have? 5 shurikens. That does mean I'm doing a large amount of poison here. That's 60 poison. Yeah, that was worth it. Okay, I take 1 damage. It could be worse. Could be worse. How is he... Oh, I gotta think about this. How does he gain this Inky Might? Read this. On his allies gain attack. On defeating one of his allies, he gains attack. So he only gets harder if I kill his friends. Got it. I would like to teleport, orb. I would like to phase as soon as humanly possible. So we're gonna take the more poison. I'm gonna dash through this guy. I am going to... How many shuriken do I have? 3. Just hit him with the crit, I think, is going to provide more value for that marked. Excellent. I do want to poison him a bunch. I can now get another shuriken and hit this guy. There's no penalty for this. I'm just debating if I want to reduce cooldowns. I think I do, actually. Okay, we'll start this next turn with zeros here. Fine. Dash through 4 enemies. Use poison. Take the orb. Dash through 4 enemies. Use poison. We hit the bad man here. I want to phase him here. Got it. We phased him. Cool. And we sit. I take zeros because I have so many dodges here, and I take the ringleader's thing. Cool. He phases. I am now looking for a big swing here. I would like to get a triple dash. Good. I'm going to teleport for the everything else. The everything else being the harmonious whistle. We use the poison. I have 5 shuriken. I may as well hit 3 enemies if I can. Take the orb now. I do want to hit more. Every enemy I can hit with this is worthwhile. I think that's 4. And then I'm going to teleport out of this. And I take 7. It's pretty good. I could stop 3 possibly. That's worth it. It's actually stopping 1, but that's okay. We take 6 on the turn. We did pretty well on defense there. He does gain a lot of inky might from this, which is fine. My goal here being I need to murder this man fast. Dashing into them is good. Can I get a double hit here? I sure can. Orb. Poison. Dash through 2 creatures again. I have a crit loaded up. Crit here, which is a ton of damage. And then we sit on this. I take 4. I'm doing pretty well. I'm gaining 7 shield on that turn. It's pretty nice. Even with his barricade, he eats dirt. Now this turn is going to be the real test, right? This turn right here is the real test. I would like very much to get as much shield as is physically possible. We've dazed him, which is about as good as it's going to get. Then I want to stop that 3. I have no energy. We sit. Take 6 more. Okay, I mean, it's about as good as it's going to get. He's a tough combat. He scales to really high points. Yeah, we get the blast flash. Ugh. Not a fan. I'm going to skip that for sure. Spawn an orb near your teleport destination once per turn. Absolutely extracting blink. Let's go. That's the whole reason I did that. Reroll. I don't think any of these blink upgrades are going to be worth it. I debate on Contaminate, right? Contaminate's good. The Toxic is nice, potentially. They can spread. I do think that's nice. Gaining 5 Shuriken could be cool, too. I'm actually going to have to step away for a minute. I hear sounds downstairs. I'm going to have to check on that real fast, and I will be back in a moment. I'm just going to pause this for you. You won't even notice the distance. All right, and I return to you. Like I said, you barely even noticed. Turns out it was a false alarm. No real concerns. So, where I was, is I'm debating between Contaminate or Shuriken Jutsu. Shuriken Jutsu is, it's fine. It does some damage, which is somewhat nice. But the most important thing that it does is it sets up for big poison outbursts, which is nice. I could also just do this by, gaining Shuriken for each enemy or ally I pass through, since I'm maximizing this anyway for shield. So I think that's kind of lame. Contaminate, I think, is the play. The 20 stacks of poison, it's actually, 24? That's basically poison vapor in terms of power, and I can use this frequently. I'll take Contaminate. I think that's the play here. Yeah, sure. All right, let's go. I have enough money now that I can afford stuff at this shop. And I did pick up the Blink, which means the Blink upgrade that gives me the orb. This is important because I have a quest for this, actually, incredibly. It's not often that I aim for the quests, but we take it. Thank you, healing. I am a little concerned. This is a great example of a build that would die to Argolath, but I'm pretty sure beats Shadow of Runestone, so that's cool. These elites will be a little spicy, but I think we'll be okay. We're just going to blow them up, is the plan. What upgrades do they get? We have, what, Platinum Cannon and Magic Prismatic Shell. Alright, fair enough. That crit is big. Let's poison. Good. Let's do the crit. Good. I'm going to dash. And I can hit them with the Toxify thingy. That's great. It kills that man over there. I'm going to do a teleport orb here. And then simply... I suppose I should have teleported out. I'm going to take this. I was going to... Should I do another attack? I take 0. Take 1 for the turn. I think I'm going to take 1 for the turn, actually. It's okay. We do at least kill one enemy. I'm a little concerned with this other guy. I need to daze everything here, which I will do. Yeah, dazing everything does save a lot of health, which I'm a fan of. I would like to see... Can I get a double here? I can. I get a double. I take an orb. I get another double. I take an orb. I need... So the orb gives me a lot of stuff here. I then would like to poison, which we're at the point where I'm almost killing everything. I need to more shield, and I need to... And now... get the third orb, which should proc that. Yeah, 3 orbs with Shining Circlet in a single turn. Incredible work. I unlocked Ermong's Egg. Great. Hey, you know what? I don't always get to make progress on quests, but sometimes, and sometimes you do. I don't have any of these other ones. No, I don't. Okay, great, cool. Good job. I guess we'll go back to tracking whatever the heck I was supposed to do for this seasonal thing. I have to play the Weaver, so it's going to be tomorrow's episode or whatever. Anyway, I'm feeling really good about this turn since everything is dying and I'm taking 0 damage on the turn. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm also very pleased that I managed to hold on to Helmet Crab all the way to the end of the run. I think that's really good, actually. So, I'm going to Zappo this guy over on the left with the poison. I do that. I'm going to teleport. Orb. Orb. Yeah, I do want to shoot this man if I can with a little bit more. Huzzah, he is now perished. I want to get more poison. Good, and then I'm just going to teleport out and take 0 on the turn and everything dies. And that is great, in fact. A good turn. In fact, the Dazed is actually doing some good work here, too. I'm a big fan of it. It's actually doing great. Ancient Vault says, oh, Leaky Pen. I mean, Leaky Pen causes this to kind of spiral, right? We get the Unic Charge going crazy, and then we also get the Shining Circlet going crazy. So that is nuts, in fact. Yeah, I really don't have much more to say other than at this point, this is actually better than even Steelbrella because I can just dash through another enemy, right? Which is great. 6 burn damage, good grief. I think I'm actually going to take 6 crit chance here. Well, no, I'm probably going to take health. Does Extracting Blink stack? If I take 2 of these, do I get 2 orbs? I've never done that before. I'll try. You know what? I'm going to try. That is very terrifying. Wow, Blink. Okay. Let's take the 12 health, actually. Ah, crit chance. It's going to be crit chance. I'll just buy health, right? Just buy health. Yeah, we'll take the crit chance here. Just buy health. The crits are great because of Trader's Dagger. That's actually a huge synergy. And we take Leaky Pen because it's disgusting. It's just genuinely disgusting. Yes. Yeah, I think we just take this instead of Steel Brella, and we're okay. I do like Steel Brella, don't get me wrong. That's a tough call, actually. If I trade out the Ringleader's hat, I'm giving up 1 shield anyway. I'm probably getting hit, so that's also will. So I think it's going to be Steel Brella here. I think that's a fair setup. Okay, and I'm buying health. Don't let me forget that I'm going to be spending money on that. I think it is well worth it for me. The biggest thing I'm having a challenge with is keeping myself alive. Oh my god, another Leaky Pen. What? Okay, well, never mind. I'm not buying health because I need to buy this 250 gold Leaky Pen. What the heck is happening? My Unic Charge is going to go mad with power. I mean, again, this is because of the synergy that this has with Contaminate and the generating shield, it's okay to give up Ringleader's Hat here. All right, I mean, double Leaky Pen it is, I guess, and then we just kind of go on from here. And then I get to eat the Helmet Crab at long last. Thank you, Helmet Crab. Very cool. Amazing work. Helmet Crab, incredible. I'm so glad we held on to that Helmet Crab. I think we blast Runestone. I'm not worried about him. I have so much. The pens? Good grief. Write me a story, I guess. Dang. We should destroy this, I think. We at least have the offense for it. Look how many orbs there are. What's happening? Alright, we did it. Cool. The funny thing is I start with 2 will because I normally start with 4. That's very funny, actually. Here's another orb. Then we take more poison. We dash. I take the orb again. And I inflict more poison. And I end the turn. Ooh, they spread him out in a bizarre way, huh? They spread out his hands a little more. Interesting. Maybe this is RNG. There used to be that safe spot behind him, but they spread them out and they moved him forward a little. We jump here. I take less damage for it, which is interesting. Huh. Curious. Well, we'll take it. I take 1 damage for the turn. Very interesting. I'm gonna jump. I have like 500 orbs of the Empire here. I don't even know what to say, really. So many orbs. Orb. Dash for a stack of evasion. Take an orb. Poison everything because that seems good. Take an orb. Good grief. I am going to apply a truckload of poison to the boss. That seems good. And then we take an orb. And we keep doing the poison nonsense. And then I take an orb and we finally dash out. And I take, what is this, 3 on the turn, I think? Where am I taking this 3 from? It's actually a really good question. What is hitting me for 3? Oh, it's this guy's AoE. Weird. And like there's no safe spot behind him, I guess? Strange. Alright, well I'll just walk out of that and make this turn 0, I suppose. We are phasing the boss here because he gets punched and then just takes 1,000,000 poison damage, which is cool. I guess I'm good with that. I am going to apply poison to everything. Jump. Orb. And then we just orb spam, I think. That seems good to me. I am going to dash, I suppose. Orb. And then we poison. This doesn't look good until you realize I can just teleport, which gives me 2 orbs here. Which means I would like very much to apply... Ooh, I think... There's not really a great way out here, right? I think I'm just gonna poison on this turn, take the 0. The hand is not gonna hit here. I think that's just going to have to be acceptable. And then I may as well apply an additional 24 poison here. That's fine. We're fully burning through the Shining Barricade, by the way, which is excellent. He gets all that, then takes up a trillion poison damage, and that's just going to be fine. We do clear out all of the poison goop. Great work. Let's take some evasion. I can wiggle up, take an orb. Apply poison to everything. Amazing. We're going to take another orb here, which lets me apply poison to, you guessed it, everything. How much damage do I take if I walk away? There's 0s. There are plenty of 0 spots here. Okay, cool. So with how many 0 spots there are, I don't really have to worry about this too much. Let's just use all my shuriken as damage. Orb. And then I think we just teleport, right? Shoot, do the teleportation. And I think we're gonna sit on this other orb, right? I don't really see I guess I could take it. I'm at 19 bonus ability power from all of this, which is great for my poison damage in case anyone had any doubts. But I'm taking 0 on the turn, and I'm in a good position. I think we just sit on this, right? Yeah, I'm okay with this. Now I'm going to take an orb. I am going to poison here. Take an orb. Teleport. We're going to use the shuriken, I think. I'm actually just going to dash into this man, which will allow me to poison. Take an orb. And I would like very much to take another orb, re-angle this attack, take this orb, and now I walk out and take 0. So really, I don't have to do anything fancy here. I can just sit on my stats and take 0 for the turn. Cool. I'm actually good with that. Good, that will phase. And now, I mean, now it's just load up, right? Now it's 100% just load everything. Just an obnoxious amount of poison from everything that I can get, essentially. As long as I end my movement with a, an orb nearby me, we're chilling, it seems like. So let's make sure we have an orb nearby. Wiggle, grab an orb. I'm going to charge. We're going to do the orb again. I'm then going to teleport away, grab more orbs. This is nonsense. Oh, I'm actually instantly killing the boss on this turn, in case anyone did not realize. Well, let's do more damage, and then let's keep it going. I don't see a reason why not. Sure, 10,000 poison damage is a pretty good turn. Let's click that potion of power real fast. There we go. 11,800. Yeah, that's a good turn. Great work. Goodbye, Runestone. No chance at all. Amazing. Incredible. Well, we'll take it. So, all right. I think if I had to be really honest about what I think the winning play was, I really think it is extracting Blink. I think that this enabled some disgusting Shining Circlet Unic Charge synergies. I was worried about Unic Charge being slow, and it turns out that when you spawn this many orbs a turn, it's actually really fast. So that was excellent. Our defense wasn't great, but things like evasive dash and shielding dash were critical. I'm glad we took these. I'm pretty sure they both saved our run when you think about it. So that was excellent. I don't really love the costs of those. You have to take these defensive upgrades here, but at least there's something. Yeah, and then harmonizing whistle, this thing needs a nerf. I mean, you look at this needs to be once a turn or something, or you could also just get rid of the one ability power and just have its ability, and I would still think it's a rare quality. It's just so good. It's cooldown manipulation, and it's repeatable. That's the thing, is you can do it multiple times in a round. I think it needs to be once a round, and then it's fine, right? Once a round and it's still very strong, and you're like, okay, great, it reduced cooldowns. That's excellent, but it's not infinite enabling almost. You saw my turns were going crazy. Trader's Dagger. Big shout out to Trader's Dagger. Pretty much every crit roll became a monster from this. It's one of my favorite cross build synergy vestiges in this game, right? Because one build wants to crit, one build wants to poison. Well, heck, let's make it so when you crit, you poison. And it's a good number too. So that is a very respectable, powerful weapon. So happy about that. A lot of ability power scaling here. Feeling generally pretty awesome. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good overall. Nim's Oath ended up paying out a bit too. The daze was pretty solid. I normally don't really give this relic the time of day, but it is defensive when you need defense. So, and if you open every turn with your poison vapor, then, well, hey, that hits everyone, so you're dazing everyone. So, otherwise, it's all about leaky pens, right? Start turn with 2 will, but spawn like 5 orbs and then just proc everything a million times a turn. It's excellent, really. So, anyway, I will give you the keyword now. So the keyword for your giveaway on Scribbles is going to be extracting blink. If you can use extracting blink, it's the combination of those 2 words. I know I said keyword, it's keywords today. If you use extracting blink in a sentence in a comment below, I will enter you into the giveaway and you'll have a chance to win 1 Scribbles code. And I'll have to see if there's going to be more codes that I can take advantage of going forward. I'll have to ask the community manager about that. But that's it for me. That's all I've got. So heck yeah, back on the winning. So we'll take it. But yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike. If you want, you can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.